Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this doesn't work. Last night I just fell out. I was just too tired to get out here, and the weather was terrible. It was snowing and raining and sleeting and everything else, so it was just butt ugly. But we actually got a full moon, it looks like, up here. Actually, let me see if I can show it to you guys. Check this out. Look. Can we see it? Can we see it? There it goes. Look at that. Oh! Kind of looks cool through the tree there, doesn't it? Yeah. So, we got the full moon out here tonight, or close to a full moon. And we have Scott Linehan gone. You don't want to really party about somebody losing their job because, they're unemployed. But we're going to party that Scott Linehan lost his job because I think this is huge for the Dallas Cowboys. If you are a Dallas Cowboy offensive player right now, you're probably feeling pretty good right at this moment. You're thinking about some new blood coming in, maybe a change in philosophy, maybe somebody who can figure out the things that you can do really, really well, like Dak Prescott, like understanding that today's quarterback is a lot different than the past, that there's a thing called run-pass option, there's a thing called play-action passing that we need to do more often because teams are successful with it. There's things like a little razzle-dazzle here, a reverse from time to time, okay? Maybe instead of fourth down, you decide to go ahead, roll the quarterback out. Maybe try and go outside with the pitch. Maybe you throw in an option. What the hell? Let's get crazy. Open things up a bit and let your players make plays. And instead of having basically 5 passing routes, that you open things up, that you use motion, misdirection. Hell, throw in a wing T from time to time. I just do something different because we have done the same thing for so long. If for no other reason, changes in coaches are good every 5 years. Because here's what happens. In 5 years gets you long enough to go ahead and get your type of guys, to implement your system, have people there long enough to go ahead and say, okay, we got this down pat. But in that same 5 years, it's enough time for other teams to understand what the hell you are doing and how to fight it, how to combat it, how to stop it. And that's where we have been with this offense. Our offense, everybody knows what the hell. I know, sitting in my living room, while I'm talking to you, what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do in situations. It's that simplistic. It's time. It's been time to change up. And I'm excited as can be about this. Because to me, this says the Dallas Cowboys are caring more about the bottom line than the bottom line. Yeah, they're making tons of money. They could stick with what they're doing. They could be the Cincinnati Bengals who kept Marvin Lewis there forever. Why? Because why pay somebody else more money? We're getting paid. We're making money. Who cares about winning? But to make this move now where Scott Linehan says, we care about winning. In fact, to me, Stephen Jones, I think, is now looking at Jason Garrett with a side eye. And I apologize that the camera keeps unfocusing on me, although it may be better that it doesn't focus on this face because it's pretty ugly. But what this whole thing says to me is, this is about winning now. It's not just about getting paid because, let's face it, that stadium's going to stay packed whether or not we're there. But here's the thing. When this team turned it around, when this team was making some noise and making a run for the playoffs, I think that Stephen and Jerry Jones saw something they haven't seen in a long time. They saw a rabid crowd. They may not have been making more money, but the feeling at AT&T, I think this was like it's never been before. You had vocal crowds. You had rabid fans. The atmosphere was incredible. And for once, we actually had a damn home field advantage. We've been basically 500 at home since that stadium opened up. Charles Haley famously said, you built a stadium for losers. Because that's what we've been there until this year. Last year, we were 3-5 at home. In Tony Romo's days, We were winning more games on the road than at home. And I think that feeling of seeing that place rocking, of seeing all those fans behind the team, I think that that's contagious. And I think Stephen Jones all of a sudden has the bug like he never had before. And this settling for, hey, we made the playoffs, we're proud of it. No, screw that. Screw that. That's not good enough. Because that wasn't good enough when I grew up watching the Cowboys. If you did not go to the Super Bowl and win it, that season was a failure. And it was unacceptable. But somehow, we got to the point where if we just make the playoffs, it's a good season. Screw that. And I think Stephen Jones is feeling that right now. And that's why I think he's looking side-eye at Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett may not be fired this year, but I got to tell you, the pressure is on that guy right now. And I love it. I get such a feeling from doing this with you guys. The live stream, looking at all those comments, seeing how happy you guys are feeling right now, how you feel like we have exited the dark ages and we're coming into a modern era. It's contagious, man. I absolutely love it. And if I could just figure out how to stop this damn camera from auto-focusing, I'd be happy. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. Starting next Friday night, I will be in Atlanta. I'll be driving down there starting next Friday morning. I'll be working with Character Playbook with United Way. They do some great work educating kids. They do all kinds of great work, and I'm proud to be part of it. And I had hoped, I had prayed, I had begged, I had tried to make deals with the football gods to see my Dallas Cowboys there, because that would have been something truly special, to be in the Super Bowl city talking about my Dallas Cowboys. But regardless, there will be a Super Bowl going on, and I'll be there. I'll be showing you the sights, the sounds of the Super Bowl, NFL experience, clips from the game, meeting some of the fans. And if you're Cowboy fans and you're going to be there, I'm going to be looking for you. And I hope you guys will tune in. At least there's one good thing. Last year, I literally suffered at the Super Bowl. I am sick and tired of seeing New England at the Super Bowl. Nothing personal, but their fans are assholes. And then you put the Eagles. Oh. That was the two ugliest fan bases alive. They're fighting it out at the Super Bowl. So everybody, root for New Orleans, because I don't want to see the Rams because they're too arrogant. And root for Kansas City. I just want a nice Super Bowl. Can we just have that? If we can't have the Cowboys, can't we just have nice people at the Super Bowl? One of these days, soon, I'm going to be at the Super Bowl covering the Cowboys. All right. It's time to turn out the lights. This party, well, it's over till tomorrow night. And I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Because you know, things are always happening with the Dallas Cowboys.